Hi guys, and welcome back to the Hot Seat with Priscilla. I am your host, Priscilla Moy, and obviously, like I said, we are all about wellness and self-love today. And how amazing was Lisa? Lisa was absolutely fantastic. So remember, if you ever want to go to the spa or get to know a little bit, go into a consultation, make sure to go to all of the information that she said at the end of her interview. Just play it back, replay. But anyway, we are on to our next guest, and he is huge. You might have seen him on other podcasts and other shows here on social media shows, but obviously today is going to be the best one because it's the hot seat, obviously. So everyone, welcome Robey Taute. How are you? It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes.
Please
Nice
take a
meeting
seat.
you.
You too. It's such an honor. I heard so many good things about you. Before you came on, Maria's like, oh my God, guess who you're going to have on the show? And I was like, who is it? Who is it? And I do all this research, and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, I have to make sure that I am top notch. Because you have been on all the shows. Everyone knows you. And I'm like, oh goodness. Okay.
So this is called a hot seat.
Yes.
I can feel it's a bit warm.
I'm about to say it. I hope you're not burning right now, but you know, which is so funny because you do a lot of different body sculpting. So I was like, this is going to be a different treatment for you as the hot seat. But absolutely. So first, love the accent. You are from South Africa.
That's right.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I'm actually originally Dutch speaking. That's
okay.
what I grew up with as a
Okay.
kid. But of course, we speak in South Africa. We speak bilingual languages, English and Dutch. But our English there, we grew up with was all British English.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came to America, I had to adjust English to the American English.
Yeah, exactly. People don't know the difference, but I know in a lot of foreign countries, if they're going to go with English, they go British English,
Yes.
teaching, spelling, all of the above.
That's right.
But it's hey, you're just more cultured.
That's
I
right.
love it. You know what I mean? So how long have you been in Vegas?
I've been in Vegas 20 years now, but I'm traveling all the time because we have places everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I've moved over I was in Los Angeles. My main clinic that I had was in Beverly Hills on Wilshire and Bedford, which is 5-day drive. And then we sold our franchise there and we moved over to Vegas to open up our main head offices here. And so we relocated to Vegas, so I've been here about 20 years. And I didn't like it in the beginning because, LA, and originally from South Africa where we lived in a city called Durban, which is similar to Miami. Beaches and palm trees and all of that stuff.
Right.
So Vegas was not for me, but now I love Vegas because I'm so used to it and it's my home.
Yeah.
And I travel from here to other places.
Yeah, because it's way more laid back here than it is in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now things is catching up.
Yeah, it is.
With all the new expansions and all the sports.
Yeah, it's great, but it's also not great when it comes to traffic. Because we got used to the Vegas traffic. We're like, why is it taking double the time? What is going on?
Well, I do go to Los Angeles because I have private celebrity clients there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the actual wellness guru for the celebrities in Hollywood, the singers, performers, and the entertainers. But they fly me private jets and Burbank and limousines to their homes, where I do look after my celebrity clients there. So I do still visit LA.
Yeah. You don't drive yourself. He's a star. He's a celebrity. He said, no, I get driven. I get flown. Well, that's fantastic. So let's dig into the wellness bit. So you're first, one of many things, you are a public speaker in the Simplicity of Wellness. Is that correct?
Yes, I do. I'm the author of a book called The Simplicity of Wellness. And people buy it from Amazon. It is a book on wellness to show how simple that wellness can be, that it could be in everybody's home. It's not strict dieting or strict that or calorie counting or measuring or weighing or sample foods. It's just normal eating. Mm-hmm. And you can readjust your weight, your body, because we're also the sponsor for Miss World and Miss America. Mm-hmm. I'm a judge for them as well. And then it also helps for people to lose weight. And then injuries. People don't realize that when you have an injury through an accident or anything that happened to you, that it takes good nutrition to heal. Mm-hmm. You can't heal without good nutrition. And through my book, it shows how simple it is.
Yeah.
To just follow it and heal through it, Mm-hmm. It's very easy. And we do also have a lot of children on our programs throughout the world at our clinics because we do have clinics in South Africa and Australia, and then a bunch around in the United States. So we treat everybody. So it's not just for celebrities or sports people or models or beauty queens. It's for everybody. Children, best down executives, people that needs blood circulation, detoxing, muscle rehabilitation, weight loss, sculpting, toning, everything. It can be, and like I said, injuries. Yeah. One of my clients in Los Angeles had an infection that he couldn't use part of his face to sing. And of course, he was on antibiotics through his doctors, which got rid of the infection. But the muscle and the nerve endings in the face didn't come back that this specific guy could perform. And through my therapies that I implemented on him, it immediately, within 2 days, put him back on stage and he could do world tours. So it's really remarkable what we actually offer at our locations.
Yeah.
It's for everybody.
It literally is. Yeah. And I think your book basically would sum up the bottom line of nutrition for any person, no matter what you're going through. You're healthy, you're not, or you've gone through an accident, but like, no matter who it is. Because I think, reading a little bit about it, it's just basic knowing your body, but then also never taking things away, starving yourself or depleting. And it's about basically how to live a healthy lifestyle and maintain it. Yeah. Right. And did you study nutrition? Do you have any?
Yeah. Okay. I'm qualified in nutrition and neurostimulation, which we call ourselves physiotherapists, and we studied and qualified in that in London. And we've been in the industry. My wife is in the industry with me as well, and my sister is also part of our industry. Our company is now opened October the 3rd this year. Our company will be open 40 years throughout the world. Wow. So we're everywhere, not everywhere, but in many countries. But our goal is to really get very much more expansion to other countries because so many people really need help. Mm-hmm. So many people need help. That wakes up with a pain here and an ache there, and they feel old, they're depressed, they're tired, they're overweight, they're whatever. People don't always feel good. And through our guidance and our simplicity of our wellness guidance on nutrition, you can fix all those problems. Yeah. And that's the beauty about it.
Yeah, because you have to first figure out what the problem is. Yes, and then people just be like, let's just treat that. They don't know what really the underlying cause it would be and how to safely kind of start from the bottom and then kind of slowly rehabilitate yourself back to...
Again, we call it the simplicity of wellness, because it is an easy. Do I need to go and buy any special food? They will ask me. No. What do you have in your kitchen? Let's look. Let me guide you what we're going to do with that to cure you and help you and fix you and take the pains and the aches away from you. Let's do this and this. It's so simple. And we have such a huge success rate because we've treated in the last 40 years through our system literally millions of people worldwide because we have salons or clinics all over the world, and it's just worked one by one. Every patient gets what they come for, even if it's a back pain or an injury or overweight or just don't feel good, or the beauty industry or brides or want to get married. Girls they want to look special for that day, and not just the brides, the bridegrooms too.
Can't
and not just the brides and the bridegrooms, the mother-in-law,
everybody.
The father,
it's a big day.
So we can do the whole deal.
Yeah.
We're very family-orientated facilities. We do have a lot of families coming together, like the mother and the father and the grandma and the kids. They all come and do our therapies. That's my clinics and my therapies. But my book, The Simplicity of Wellness, is so different because you don't need my clinic. You can just get that book. It's $24.95 through Amazon and read it. And you can even, through that book, contact me. Mm-hmm. Email me, and I will work with you free of charge. I don't charge for that. And just guide you on the right direction. Because wherever I speak, I pick up so many people are so unhappy with themselves. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, a state of depression. Depression, where does that come from? Why am I depressed? The world is rough. The world will always be rough.
Mm-hmm.
The world will never change.
Right.
You have to understand how to handle the world. You know, the world will always be like that. So why do you get depressed through the world around you? Because inside your brain is malnutrition. There's not enough blood flow, oxygen, nutrients, water, and nutrition coming through to your brain, so that organ can't work. Your brain is as good as your bicep and your tricep and your legs. It needs nutrition and certain kind of things. And I can guide you through that. And once you give it to the brain, you become happy. So whatever happens around you, the worst things can happen to you, you will still know how to handle it and get through it.
Yeah.
And that'll make it a much better world. Because look at all these bad things happening throughout the world because people are depressed. And then they do bad things.
Yeah, they take it out
On
outwardly
other
on other people and their circumstances.
If you're happy, why would you like to do anybody harm?
Right.
You're happy.
Right. You can
So,
live your own life.
Yes,
Just
and you
celebrate
want
it,
to share your happiness with everybody around you.
Yeah.
And you want to make me happy and her happy. Not want to go and kill you or jealous on you.
Right. And there's a lot of that in this world. If you're doing well, you know, you're going to get a lot of people who just don't want that for you. Right?
Because of the brain is a malnutrition. So when the brain goes a malnutrition, because it's like I have this garden and it's gorgeous. And because I give it water and I do this with it and I cut it and I look after it. When you don't, you can have a neighbor that lives in the same neighborhood with this horrible garden because he doesn't look to it. So that's the brain and the body. You just need to take care of it. And it's so simple. When I say it's simple, I mean simple. That means I don't tell you to go and join tomorrow a gym. I don't tell you not to count your calories tomorrow. I don't tell you any of this. I will ask you and explain to you that a little bit of exercise will do you the world of good. Then you said, well, you can't do exercise. Then I'll say, well, when you walk in your home, just walk around the home a little bit. That's exercise. You don't have to go to a gym. You drink water. No, I don't like water. Oh, okay. So you shower, you bath. Yes. Why? You're dirty inside. Why do you want to be clean outside? Mm-hmm. You might as well stop showering too if you don't want to drink water. Because that's what it's actually supposed to do. When you shower or bath, you wash your body and your hair. When you drink water, you wash your body through the inside out. And your body will be clean inside. So it means your organs and your liver and your pancreas and your heart, nothing can go wrong because it's clean and nutrient. And you can just live life forever.
Yeah,
okay.
I've never heard someone talk about water that way. Like, you know, I always hear about, oh, drink this because you're dehydrating, all that stuff, and it'll make you feel full. But I never heard someone actually say, no, you're cleaning your inside. It's just like the outside. Yes. I love that.
Yes.
That's
so when my client said about, you say I must drink a lot, can I drink a lot of tea? So I said, okay, I don't mind if you drink tea, but do you think it's going to clean your body? So he said, I think so. I said, okay. Why don't you take a cup of tea or bowl of tea and try and wash your shirt in it? Or go and go and wash your car with it. Do you think it can do it?
Right. Oh,
yes.
okay.
He said, oh no. I said, no, why do you expect it to clean your inside?
Right.
It gets sticky and your body will actually, remember we're breathing in this dirty air that's in the air. And there's chemicals in there. It goes into your body, it's lying on your food, it's in everywhere. And if you can't get rid of it, it's going to start eating into the muscle groups and nerves and your organs. And, oh, I've got a pain on my back today. But I didn't have it yesterday. Where does that come from? Oh, I don't know, but I better go and see a doctor. But there was nothing wrong with you yesterday. So why are you wrong today? So that's because the body is packing up inside because it's dirty and not enough good nutrition. And it packs up because it's dirty. And that's why we need to drink water. Simple things like that. Blood circulation. I'm moving my leg. I'm creating blood circulation. That's what we need. Blood circulation. Oxygen, to breathe in oxygen. When I lived in Los Angeles, we had a joke that said, well, we're very fortunate to live in LA because this is the only city in the world we can see the air we're breathing in. It was all dirty, we could see it.
Right.
So yeah, so we need water, we need good nutrition, and again, it's very simple. So I would definitely recommend people to get my book and see the explanation in there, how simple it is.
Yeah.
And then also, if they want to connect with me, they can through the book.
And I love that. I love how you're accessible. I love how you care.
Absolutely.
It's the care behind what you do. It's not just kind of this, there's a lot of fat diets, a lot of people preaching their workout techniques, why it's the best. But when it comes down to it, I tell a lot of people when it comes to how to take care of your body is that your body is going to be different from someone else's.
Absolutely.
So if you're going to try to believe someone saying, oh, you have to lift weights, it's the only way it's going to work for you. No. It might not, people can't. Some people can, and some people don't like it. If you don't enjoy it, you're going to get no benefits.
Exactly. Not everybody is meant to do all the same things that other people do. Some people like to play tennis, some people like to dance, some people doesn't like to do any of that. Right. But you have to understand your body. Once you understand your body, you will know what it needs. And through my book, we explain that, how simple it is.
And I love how simple it is.
Yeah, if people live in the cities where we have clinics, then please come and visit us. Because we do the therapeutic treatment that we'll add on to it.
So here, are they all named Madame et Monsieur?
Madame et Monsieur is our company.
Okay, so it's overall, it's the company name you go with. It's not just here in Las Vegas, correct?
We use also eBody Renew, but that's not the company's name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I noticed that because when they go there, they'll say eBody Renew. So I really want to talk about the different things that you offer. The biggest thing I want to ask about is that you do a lot of sculpting. I know that you had a lot of pageant girls go in there right before their competition, or people go before shows and they want to have that. So I know
if I can get to what I'll appreciate.
The treatment you do, I'm really interested in this. So explain a little bit more. So I know it has to do with electric. It's kind of like that therapy, correct?
Well, we have a special protocol. What we do is we use medical devices. Thank you for the water. That really makes a difference. You see how important water is.
There it is.
How can we even live without it? And some people don't drink water.
Because they're like, oh, I don't like that it doesn't have a taste.
Yes.
Or it's just, I'm thirsty, but it's not doing it for me.
Exactly. So my throat just gets dry because I was talking a lot. And the dry air in Vegas.
Oh, yes.
I still can't get used to it because I lived in South Africa by the beach. And then I lived in Los Angeles, not by the beach, but near.
Yeah.
And then I moved to the desert.
So you had all, humidity, you had the water in there, now it's just dry.
That's right. So the therapy works this way is we use a special medical device, which is FDA cleared. It's a neuromuscular rehabilitation therapy. It's not, a lot of people think it's EMS, muscle stimulation, or TENS machines. It's not. It's neuromuscular rehabilitation. But what we do with it is, we have a special protocol. We change the frequencies to a very comfortable frequency for the body. People lie on it and fall asleep while they're on it. Our treatment is 45 minutes. We connect it to your body. We need a connection. And once we have a connection to the body, we can send signals through. And the signals will create blood circulation for you, which is, without blood circulation, your body will just die. Because blood circulation is the transportation vehicle that transport the nutrients from my stomach that I just ate all the way through to my toes and my fingers, and my hair and my skin and my organs. The blood transported through. The blood will also then transport the oxygen from my lungs and transport it through to my body. So the oxygen and the nutrients will be transported to every living cell in my body. Just think about it. If you get a cut, I cut my leg open. Within a week or two, my leg will heal. How does it heal? There's living cells inside there. I see the cells like molecules of, it's like a laboratory with people sitting in there repairing. So what happens is the food that I'm eating needs to get through to that cells to repair this body. So the blood circulation needs to transport it to there. So if you don't have enough blood circulation, this food won't get there, and your body will not heal, or you will start aging because the muscle groups needs nutrients. And there's not enough blood circulation, the muscle groups will start deteriorating and not age well. That's why a lot of people say, when I was young, I had strong legs and strong arms, and today I'm old and I've got the skinny legs. What happened to my muscles? Well, the muscles actually deteriorated because of a lack of nutrients. Because your lifestyle has changed. So you're sitting on the chair all day. You're not doing any workouts. And again, I said you don't have to join a gym. You can do it in your home. Just go around, walk around, take your dog for a walk. That's blood circulation. So that blood circulation will bring the nutrients through to your muscle groups, and you will never lose those beautiful arms and legs that you used to have, but now you've lost it. We can try and restore some of it to start feeding it. It's like a dead garden. You start putting water in it, you start looking after it, and you start restoring it. So blood circulation is so important. And today with the computers, meetings, in the car, in the airplane, in the TV, and then sleep and eat and what, there's very little blood circulation. And that's when the body starts deteriorating. And of course, the fat cell, that's another story. The fat cell just lives on its own. The fat cell is like weed in the garden. It just grows, even if you didn't give it water. So the fat will take over, the muscle will die off. From those nice looking legs that that person used to have, it becomes skinny legs and fat around the stomach or other places. And it's all because of a lack of blood circulation and good nutrition. So the blood circulation is very important. My therapy at my clinics creates for you intensive blood circulation while you're lying there, reading a book, listening to music, or even sleeping. And then we have another protocol which we call detoxing. Detoxing is a little sharper signal that we've made that is very comfortable, but it goes in to the fat cell and start irritating the fat cell and drain and break down the fatty tissue in the cell. And break it down and then distribute it, and the blood will pick it up and transport it through all the organs and eventually into the colon. And then we have the last therapy. We have 3 therapies that we do in one. It's only a 45-minute therapy, which is muscle rehabilitation. We actually do rehabilitation on your muscle groups. That means that you don't lose those beautiful muscles, those toned bodies. Because the only beautiful thing on the human body is nice muscle. Not muscle like a muscle man, but just nice toned muscle groups that makes you look beautiful. But the muscle needs its food, the muscle needs its water, the muscle needs its oxygen. And if you don't get blood circulation, you have none of it. Mm-hmm. So the muscle has to deteriorate. You will see people, when you see the young pictures, they were so beautiful, and now they're old and they don't look that good anymore because of their lifestyle. And then you will see a handful of people that actually will continue maybe working out and watch their nutrition that really ages very well, and they have a better quality of life. We can never guarantee how long you will live because you can get killed in a car accident or something, but we can guarantee a better quality of life while you are alive, that you can enjoy everything and manage this extremely stressful life we live in. So the therapy will give you all of that. I mean, normally our clients only need to come like twice a week to the therapy for a few weeks, all depends on what their condition is, and we help them. Yeah. And like I said, we're going to open in Summerlin as well, a location. We actually have a small location on the West Sahara that is at Dr. Rhonda Bachscherand's clinic. And I'm mainly stationed at the Stoning Club on the Turnbury Place, which is on Paradise Road. And then we have the one in Henderson. And then, of course, the other ones around the country. But we're going to open a second new location in March on Summerlin and I think Hollopai, that area.
Yeah.
Street.
Oh, that's
Yes,
fantastic.
it's very popular because once people comes on the protocol, they just love it. They feel so good.
Mm-hmm.
Because all of a sudden there's oxygen to their brain and they feel, wow, this is a nice day today.
They rejuvenate.
When they came in, they say, how's your day today? Oh, I had a bad day. I'm depressed. I don't feel good. It's just a horrible day. And I said, well, you will feel better. And then we connect them and they lie, relax. 45 minutes, they walk out and say, how are you feeling? And say, oh, I feel wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what just happened. Your machine is fantastic. I said, it's not really the machine. The machine activated and greater blood circulation and detoxing. Your body did it. Your brain did it.
Yeah.
Yourself.
Yeah. And I was going to ask you how long, so let's just say I was like, hey, I have a swim week runway. I want to, I've been working out, but I really want them to show. How many sessions would you tell someone like that?
Oh, yeah. We deal with that all the time because, again, as we work with the beauty industry and the Nevada America, Miss America, Miss World is our clients and our clinics worldwide. They come in, listen, I need to look good for Saturday. That kind of thing. I need to look good for Saturday. I don't have time. So there, we recommend those patients come in every day.
Every day, okay.
Yeah. And then, of course, I'm also the weight cutter for UFC and MMA. Mm-hmm. And the UFC and MMA, when they come in to me, and they need to lose weight by Friday, they come in on Monday. Say, listen, you're in shape. It's not that you're overweight. And you need to lose 10, 15 pounds by Friday. Gee, you're really putting it on me. So let's do it, but we do it.
Yeah.
Many years ago, I had in South Africa, I had this tiny little jockey that came into my clinic and said to me, Robey, I believe you're good. I don't know how good you are, but I'm going to give you a challenge. I said, okay, tell me what you want to do. He said, I need to lose 10 pounds. He's a little tiny jockey. I said, well, get in that room, maybe strip your clothes off, let me see what I can do. And I tell you, I was like, wow, this guy is small. How am I going to take 10 pounds off? And he walks out, he said, I need to lose 10 pounds to enter this magnificent race. Do you think you can do it? I said, you know what? Yes, let's do it. And that night I came home, I said to my wife, do you have a bottle of vodka somewhere here? I need that whole bottle of vodka. I just put myself into something. I don't know if I can do it.
Oh, no.
But I'm going to do it. I tell you, we did it. He was so in shape and so happy within 5 days. He got the race. He won the race.
Amazing.
2 months later, a lady walked into my clinic. She said, do you work with normal people here as well, except jockeys? Because the only thing I see sitting here in the lobby is just jockeys. So all the jockeys came because he was a big name. And I had all these jockeys following me. And the same thing happened with Bruce Fordyce, which was the world's fastest runner, was my client in South Africa. And he said to me, I'm going to run this marathon. It's like those years it was in miles. Kilometers, being South Africa, it was in kilometers. But it's like 89 kilometers, it's very far. He said, but there's one guy I'm scared of. I said, well, if I work your legs for you for 3 months, you're not going to be scared of nobody. So he took me on that. He won the race. And there was not a big race. It's like 10,000 people taking part of it. Everybody runs. But this person he was scared of came in 1 hour behind him.
Wow.
Yeah. It super strengthens your legs.
Yeah.
So you can do miracles to therapy.
Yeah.
Again, we cater very spot on what you need, what she needs, what he needs, and we'll do for you what you want to do. But it's all through nutrition and our therapy. But again, people can do a lot through nutrition and a lot of advice.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Applaud you, because that's all. When you're looking, you're like, where's there 10 pounds to lose on you? And you don't want them to do it in a healthy way, but you're like, I'm going to figure it out. And that is a lot of expertise behind that.
Yes, because previously the fighters, they have to lose 10 pounds, but they're very thin.
Right.
So what do? They dehydrate themselves. They go in steam baths and saunas, and they don't drink. The last 2 days, they don't drink water. They walk with little cubes of ice in front of their mouth. And when they actually weigh in that night, there's a doctor sitting behind stage and get ready to put them on drips. Now, that is very dangerous.
Yes, that is.
Because if you take the water out of your body, what happens? What happens? Your blood thickens. It's like a river. You take the water out and everything's become muddy. And when the blood thickens like mud, it forms a clot and you get a stroke or heart attack instantly. Mm-hmm. I worked on a patient not long ago that came to me, a fighter, 23 years old, that before he knew of me had a stroke.
Wow.
A stroke at 23 years old as a fighter. Because he dehydrated his body for the fight and he ended up in hospital. He was in hospital for 3 months. And they had to go through therapy to get him back to talk again, everything at 23. 23. Because if you take the water out of the blood thickens. Just think of a river. You take the water out, river, and it forms clots and it blocks up and you're gone. Mm-hmm. So it's the most dangerous thing in the world is to go without water. You just saw what happened to me. I talked and all of a sudden I couldn't talk because my voice was too dry. And this water fixed my voice back to normal. Yes. Put in a little small bottle of water.
But it's a good thing, though.
So it's a miracle, yeah.
It's a miracle.
And the miracle, and water is so cheap and free and whatever.
Yeah. And so, last thing I really want to talk about is judging these Miss USA, Miss Nevada pageants. How did you get to doing that? Is it just from working a lot with your clients?
We started many years ago in South Africa. We had those years, the Miss South Africa pageant. We were sponsors for it, and we started judging. I judged them as many years ago in South Africa with me and my wife those years. Well, she's still my wife, but those years she was a judge with me. But she doesn't really enjoy the judging so much, but I do enjoy it. And we were judging from the Miss Universe in South Africa those years. And then when I came to Beverly Hills, I automatically just got invited to judge for the Miss Beverly Hills, the Miss Los Angeles, all that stuff. And then when I came to Vegas, they invited me immediately to become judge for the Miss and Mrs. Nevada. And from there, it snowballed up to the Mrs. America and now the Mrs. World. Yeah, and I'm doing also the Miss USA, judging with that. So we've been in it for many years, and those girls support our clinics. Okay. And when you're sitting as a judge, and the girls is on the stage there, you can see which is the girls that's using our therapies. Oh, yeah, you can see it because their bodies is just different. Yeah. They're tight and toned and lifted up in the right places. Yes. Because it does muscle rehab, detoxing, and circulation. So your skin is bright, your body's tightened in the areas. It just looks different from the other girls that does just work. Well, everybody works out, and I definitely recommend that. But some of the other girls just do work out, and they don't get those spot areas fixed, which we can.
Yeah, and that's like the hardest thing. Everyone's just like, if there, for some reason, that one area, wherever it is for that person.
And also, we're getting people very ready before plastic surgery. Because doctors doesn't say, I can do that for you, but I can't fix that. So we start bringing the people in better shape and then give them to a plastic surgeon if they still need to do it or if they still really want to do it. Or then after surgeries is very important because people walk out after surgeries, they're very bloated. Your body is bloated because you went invasive into the body. And you have to wear tight corsets to get your body in shape. So a lot of the surgeries, doctors send their after patients to us. We're creating lymphatic drainage, so your swelling goes down quickly. So it makes the doctor even look better because he works on this girl or guy, and his patients was swollen up for 2 weeks, where the other doctor's patients were swollen up for 3 months because we drain the lymphatic system through the therapy.
Yeah, I love that.
So it's really good.
Yes. And what's your favorite thing about judging? If there is one that you just love the most, that keeps you doing it?
I just like it all. I like when people achieve. It's very hard work. Not the judging. Well, that's hard work too. But to perform for those goals, it's very tough. I've had tears in my eyes in the beginning because girls come from all over the world for the Miss World and stuff. Take their last money They leave the country. They promise, I'm going to be Miss World. I'm from this country. And then they don't win and they have to go back. So sad. Remember, there's only one winner.
Yeah.
Even if there's princesses, there's only one winner. So it's a very tough job. So I very feel for the girls when they don't win. And I always tell a girl as a judge, when I have interviews with them, you are absolutely gorgeous. And you can definitely win this pageant. But remember, if you don't, that's a possibility. I prepare them before the show.
That's nice.
What I would suggest, if this is really something you like to do, enter again. And maybe do a little bit different there and a little bit different there. If you don't win this, but you still have opportunity of winning today. So don't take that away. But if you don't go home disappointed. Right. Take it as a challenge to enter again, maybe another pageant, and try and win that. Yeah. Because some of them are so extremely disappointed. Right. You know, because they work so much and put so much money in. It's months and months of hard working.
Oh, yes, 100%.
To get to that point. Yes. So I really enjoy it, you know, because I help and care.
Yeah. And that's what they need sometimes, is someone to actually be on their side. I know the hardest thing, I know for anyone in front of the public eye, is to have that one person to be like, hey, you're doing a good job. No matter what happens, like, be proud of yourself. And so that's very, a lot of people lack that. They don't have that support, so they just feel like they're alone. And it's even a harder burden for them to carry when it doesn't work out, right?
Absolutely.
And they don't have that confidence to be like, okay, well, or I could do something else. Like, this isn't the end of the world, right?
That's not the end of the world. I said every loss is a new challenge for you to win on the next thing.
Exactly.
So you can just work yourself and better on some things. Maybe your speak, maybe your body you can better on a little bit. Maybe your whatever that we as judges can pick up. I can give you advice on everything, because judging a pageant like that is not just the look.
Yes.
It's more than the look.
Exactly.
But the look is, of course, important. You know, it's very important. And every girl has the right to win. And like the world, I love the world pageants because I work with Chinese girls, Japanese girls, Indian girls, Dutch girls, English girls, Portuguese, Japanese, every nation. I love it.
Yeah.
That is so interesting to hear their accents and how they talk and talk to them. And how they live and their way of living. And then, of course, for those girls, it's very important to know what are you going to do once you get that crown.
Exactly, because now your work begins, actually.
That's the first day on your job.
Yes.
And what is your job? Your job is to take this horrible things that's going on in this world and lift people out of it.
Yeah.
Because people that's depressed, and sometimes young girls, will listen to Miss America. She will hold on to it and listen to it.
You're like, I can be that too. I want to be that. So they
won't listen to their mother or to their jealous friends, but they will listen to beautiful girls. So your job, from the moment you put that crown on, your job is to lift this world out of the horrible situations that's going on. Yes. And to be an inspiration for everybody, to give people absolutely hope.
So there is one more question I want to ask that I've asked every other guest on here. Is there a misconception about you or your work what is the biggest misconception that you would have that you want to tell people is incorrect, that they might think about you, what you speak, of your business?
Oh, well, it's difficult because my system that we use at my clinics is sort of very different from the normal spas or gymnasiums. So people doesn't always understand it or don't. Like when we opened our first clinic in Beverly Hills, this lady walked into my clinic, that was in 95. She walked into my beautiful clinic in Beverly Hills and she said, "What do you do here?" I said, "Well, in this clinic, I can help you to get in great shape and all that stuff." And she looked at me and she said, "No, that's impossible. Where's the weight? Where's all the workout stuff?" I said, "No, this is not a gym. It's a clinic." She said, "Well, that's impossible. You can only lose weight if you work out." I said, "Oh, okay. Well, actually not true. The European system, I grew up a little differently because growing up in South Africa, my mother always had an on and off weight problem. In those years, there was all these slimming, they used to call them slimming clinics. And I used to go as a baby with my mother where she's on these belts shaking her and doing all these things. And when I came to America many years later, there was nothing. Because everything was by the FDA, no, it's not FDA cleared, no, not FDA controlled, not FDA. Which is wonderful because the FDA keeps an eye over a lot of bad things that can happen in a big country like this. But it's wonderful, but at the same time, it threw a lot of things out that the people in America doesn't understand or know.
Yeah.
So our biggest job since we is to educate the public and to educate new clients. What can you do? What can I give you? And how am I going to do it? And once they get it, they just love it. Yes. And once a client comes with us, they refer their brothers, their sisters, their best friends, everybody to us.
So it's definitely reputable.
Yes.
You're reputable.
Yes. Absolutely.
And he's known everywhere. And I love how you're sending an open arm to anyone. You're not excluding anyone, and you're opening them to actually ask the questions. If you're confused, I have answers.
Yes.
Like, it's not something I'm trying to just sell you on. It's actually something that I stand behind. It's proven, and I'm here for you. And I love that, and I love how inspiring you are for other people in all different areas of life, not just the pageant girls, not just the celebrities, not just the athletes, but normal people who just want a change and don't know where to go.
Absolutely.
So I love that about you. I cannot wait to see what else that you do, how many other people that you help, and maybe one day stop in and be like, Robey, help me.
Yes.
Help me. Like, I'm going through it. I mean, the stress. I'm depressed. I'm just
kidding. You have a number. Call me, and I'll set an appointment and come to the Sterling Club.
Yes.
And then we'll give you a demonstration of what we do.
Yes. So please tell everyone where they can go if they want the consultation, if they want to find out more, how they can reach you, your clinic, etc.
Well, we have at the moment at the Sterling Club on Paradise Road. It's a private club. But our treatments at the club and other beauty treatments at the club is available also, for non-members. So you don't have to be a member to use the beauty area. Then we have a location on West Horizon Reach and Eastern in Henderson. And then we have a location on West Sahara with Dr. Rhonda Bacharan at her clinic. And then we have another location that's opening soon in Hullaby. But all that information, you can get it on my website. Okay. It's all right there. And our website, we made it easy to remember, ebodyrenew.com.
ebodyrenew.com. Do you do social media at all? Or?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
ebodyrenew.com or Madame et Monsieur, which is our company's name, .com. So either way. And you will see it, and you will get all the locations and where it is, and you can book a consultation, which is completely free consultation, and no obligations. We just show you the way, and you take it from there.
Yeah. Perfect.
And we have one central phone number, which is easy to remember. It's 702-444-0229. 444-0229.
Perfect.
So that number goes through to central reservations for you.
I love it. Thank you so much for being on the hot seat.
Everyone. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, I had so much information. I've learned so much. I'm sure everyone else did. I can listen to you for hours. I'm like, really, this is just like, I was so captivated because I love everything about this industry and about health and wellness, and because it's a part of my life as well. And so I love that you're preaching it. I can't wait. Everyone share this interview. Everyone share what he does, his knowledge. It's simple, but it's so beneficial for every single person in this room and out there and all of our viewers. So thank you again so much, Robey Taute, everyone.
Thank you
and
so
when
much.
we come back, I have some announcements and my goodbyes. So make sure to tune in.
Thank you.